Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the Tax Act Texas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So South Carolina's return team didn't help matters out much there. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Movement here from the tight end. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Finds his man down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Sometimes an offsides penalty can slow down a rush. It's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. At the 45, on his way. All kinds of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Dances away. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David. No doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
Smashes it between the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Bean. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tempo in overdrive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to pass. He finds his man. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Birch. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, and making big plays.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some bounce.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, spins away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Ducks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open, even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The play action fake. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from his own end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
This will likely be the last play of the half. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
fellas. Many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Paul, just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
A quick pass to the left. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You've got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So
Touchdown Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
yeah, how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burton. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The Ducks pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Just outside the red zone, as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll keep it on the ground to the right, fighting off the defender. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Alexis. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's a draw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
From the gun, running back on the move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Easy. Unlock. Roll it.
Going to the running game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
South Carolina, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads it downfield. He got it.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking for the end zone on second and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Back to throw, it's Alexis. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.